Construction Safety Week is a vital annual initiative that brings the industry together every year. It's a time to pause, reflect, and re-engage on the core value that underpins everything we do, making sure each worker gets home safe at the end of each day. Although safety is a year-long priority at Callahan, this dedicated week allows us the opportunity to reevaluate, share best practices, and foster a culture where safety is more than just a requirement, it's a mindset. By emphasizing communication, collaboration, and continuous improvement, Construction Safety Week allows us the opportunity to build not just amazing projects like this one, but a better future for everybody in the industry. Today we have the privilege to sit down with Callahan Superintendent Bernat and Callahan Senior Safety Manager Jake Pumphret to talk about what goes into safety on a Callahan job site. Let's get into it. I'm here with Callahan Superintendent Bernat, and we're here to talk about 2025 Construction Safety Week. The theme of Safety Week this year is Plan, Own, and Commit. How does effective planning and scheduling fostering safety on the job site?
Yeah, I mean, it's really the only way to plan, right? We have large-scale jobs. It allows us to identify risks early on that we can mitigate, and it allows us to allocate resources that we need early on to make sure that we're doing the job safely and correctly.
Some great insight. What are some strategies you employ to empower teams to commit to safe work practices?
It's about starting it off early with the pre-construction meetings that we have with the trade partners. All the hazards, have them identify everything, and we start that conversation early on so that we can effectively plan for that. At our pre-construction meeting, we would sit down and, safety would be one of the main focuses at that meeting. We talk about the JHAs and how we're going to approach that trade's work and how they're going to work on it effectively and safely. The other thing we do is we talk about safety every day. That's part of the culture here at Tuscan. If somebody has an issue, they find a safety hazard, we talk about it that morning and we fix it right after the meeting. It works out well.
How is construction technology helping to enhance job site safety?
I would say the first one is open space, right? So that's the new technology that we're utilizing here. It just allows more eyes on the project. It's not just the guys in the field, it's everybody in the office, it's the higher ups, it's everybody they always have the ability to look at the job site. And if they see something, they call me, they say something.
More eyes on it, less can go wrong.
Exactly, yeah. The other thing we have is Procore that we're utilizing. So we have our weekly inspections. Our safety managers come by, they do the weekly inspections, and it's a daily reminder that we have to keep looking at this stuff.
It just kind of sounds like it's staying in this theme of like a team effort in terms of safety.
Yeah, it sure
and a culture of safety. Staying in that same theme, you've been in the industry for a while. How have you seen best safety practices evolve and change?
Yeah, I mean, it's come a long way since I started in the industry. The biggest thing is really the planning aspect of it, right? So it's become more of a proactive approach rather than a reactive approach.
So what would you tell someone new or just getting into construction about the importance of safety practices?
I would say start with safety, right? Show people that you care. The culture that you create as a superintendent, that's your responsibility. And if you create a safe culture, the job site will follow that.
Now, job site safety isn't just physical, it's also mental. As a leader, what are some ways that you promote mental and emotional health on job sites?
It's a tough one. It is. It's kind of taboo, right?
Yeah.
We're big, tough construction workers, not talking about our feelings, right? So I think the biggest thing is just letting people know that I am there if they do want to talk. Obviously, it's a difficult thing to do. But I think that helps. Again, showing people that you do actually care and you are there to listen to them, it helps a lot, right?
And it probably helps build camaraderie on the job site and foster that culture that we've kind of been talking throughout the interview about.
Yeah.
Let's lighten things up a bit. We've been talking about project safety as a whole, but what about you? Who do you choose to be safe for on a daily basis?
Yep, I got a typical response, right? Everybody says their family. So wife and 3 kids at home,
oh, geez.
A newborn, so yeah, that's the reason I go home.
Are they in your mind every day you come to the site, or of course they are, right?
Of course they are, yeah. My son loves that I'm in construction. There's no other option for him with his career, so yeah, those are the reason why I go home.
Well, Derek, thanks for talking to me. It's been fun to get out here at Tuscan Village, and I hope everyone here stays safe, but I think with you in charge, it seems like that's what it's going to be.
Sure will. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Jake, for sitting down with us. Let's get right into it. What are some of the core safety protocols you look for on every job site?
I'd say some core safety protocols that stick out to me would be maintaining a clean work environment, job site, everything from clear pathways in and out of the building, places where people are actually performing work, lay down areas, even to the cleanliness of the bathrooms, clean break rooms, just making it a place that people want to work at. Then I would say planning work and pre-planning, especially identifying hazards and how people can control those hazards. I would also say reporting any incidents and near misses makes it a good opportunity for us to track trends and figure out ways to improve. And I would say that all of that wrapped together creates an overall good safety culture for everybody.
Now, you mentioned planning, and the theme of Safety Week this year is plan, own, commit. Could you just go a little bit more in depth with maybe how planning's changed in the recent years?
Yeah, I would say planning has changed in the recent years with a lot with the technology that's involved now, so we can get these plans earlier, review them before they get to the job site, and then make any tweaks or corrections we think necessary. It also gives the opportunity. There's some apps out there now where people can do their pre-plans right in the morning on their phone. Tell everybody that's going to be on the crew, and that can get reviewed right there on the job site. So everything's a lot faster, I would say, and more efficient.
And how do you think these innovative changes that you've seen influence safety on the job site?
Definitely influence safety because it gets a lot more people involved. It gives everyone an opportunity to have the said app or do whatever it may be right from their phone. A certain example I could think of would be being able to complete an orientation right on your phone. So instead of gathering everybody in a small trailer or something, a crammed environment, these people and workers can do it right on their phone and in the language that they understand. AI technology is built into these apps. We can type something up and it can be dispersed into multiple different languages, which I've seen very helpful.
And with technology becoming more and more a part of safety, it gives everybody kind of like a overview of the plans and what's happening every day on the job site, and it becomes more of a team effort, would you say?
For sure, yeah. Everyone's involved, and everybody has the whole project in the palm of their hand, I would say.
Very cool. And we're heading into the summer months. How would you say weather influenced safety concerns on a job site with hotter days, more time in the sun? What are some steps or procedures that you advise teams to take?
I would say this is actually a perfect time to talk about this. Right before the summer months would be great for everyone to start reintroducing stuff that they might hear every year, but the reminder is always good. And before we hit those scorching hot days, it's good for the reminder. The reminder to wear looser fitting clothing, the reminder to stay hydrated and eat right. And it's also important, I think a part of it that gets overlooked is taking all these precautions at home as well as on the job site, because the way you treat your body at home is going to affect how you show up to work the next day.
Kind of in that same vein, with so much focus on physical safety and construction being such a gritty industry, how would you say mental health plays a role in your job and safety?
I mean, if people, workers, everyone, if they're not in the right mind space, they're not going to perform well on the job site, and that leads to it's dangerous. If people are foggy in the head, they got stuff going on at home, and they're brushing off and rushing on the job or whatever it may be. But in the past years, I will say, especially last year's Safety Week, one of the main focuses was mental health, and I'm glad that it's coming to the forefront more, and more people are getting out of their comfort zone and taking that step to find somebody to talk to, and I hope that continues.
And kind of to finish off something a little lighter, who do you choose to be safe for?
I choose to be safe for myself, my family. I want to go home. My family wants me to go home. For my dog, I want to see my dog when I get home. For pretty much for everybody in my life, because one mess up or one mistake at work, and it's a ripple effect, and it'll affect a lot more people than just yourself.
Awesome. Thanks for sitting down with us today, and it's been great to get your perspective on safety. For us, safety is more than a checklist. It's ingrained in our culture. It's built on trust, accountability, and the shared goal of looking out for each other. Construction Safety Week reminds us that there is no goal more important than protecting our people. We're all in this together. Thanks to Derek and Jake for sharing their perspective, and thank you for watching.